So you now find me in the living room, and I have brought the spit of records through, as I call it. I don't know what you call it, but it is a kind of spit because it's... So I've got microfiber cloths here, which I'm going to just take the end cap off, which is a screw in with a thumb screw. Has got a slotted bit as well, but you normally just finger tight's fine. And I pull the spit back out and release a few of the records, not right out. So I then allow a few records to come off. Sometimes these spacers stick to the records, as you can see. So I then lay the records on the microfiber cloth like this to dry off. So once I've got 4 records on the microfiber cloth, I then put another one on top to help them dry, and I put the next records on top of that. I was spreading them out all over the table on microfiber cloths, but I found it easier rather than trying to reach across the table. Just easier stacking them up on stacks of 4. So do this process, doesn't take very long. Once I've got this done, I can take it back through to the kitchen and start loading up for the next batch, which I'll take you through that as well, which is where the day starts off really. But I'm already part of the way through. This is my second batch of records. So I actually index my records by the first names mostly. Because I'm going to put them into a database, I'm hoping to use something like voice recognition to dictate what the record titles are, and then use that information and input it into an Excel spreadsheet. So I'm hoping to be able to do that. Might have to use some AI software or something to help me create something, which is something I don't really know much about at the moment, AI, but I am confident that there will be something out there that can do that for me or help me with it. And if I can't, then I will ask a friend. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So I'm putting these records out here, nearly all done. Take this, withdraw the spit right back out now. And cover over the next layer. The cloths, I've got loads of these microfiber cloths. Like I say, they came in a great big bag. I can't remember how many was in the bag. I've got the bag over there. And once they start getting a bit wet, I either hang them on the back of the couch or I go on to the next lot of microfiber cloths. After I've had a day of cleaning records, which might be 120 to 150 records if the day goes all right, I will put all the microfiber cloths through the washing machine on a separate wash on their own, and I use a washing liquid, not a powder, and then hang them up to dry. They don't go in the tumble dryer. Some people might say it collects dust sitting hanging up to dry in the house. Well, I'm not quite that fussy about it. I'm quite happy. They came out a lot better than they did. I bought my record sleeves from Amazon in batches of 500. I found 500 is the largest batch they sell them in, and it's a lot better value for money. Even if I was to buy 200, there's not a big jump between the 200 and the 500. Certainly not if you keep an eye out. Sometimes they don't have the 500s, that's the only thing, so you have to be a bit patient. What I'm also doing is, to help me separate the records out a bit, I am trying to... So A, C, D, E are all white sleeves, and then B, D, F, so odds and even letters, I am using... So I go white, blue, white, blue, white, blue through my A to Z of records. It might not be that at the end, at the last few letters, but that's where I'm aiming to go with it. It just depends on how I use up the record sleeves. Wherever possible, like I say, I'm using the original record sleeves. If they're nice record sleeves, then I'm using them. But I've got some really awful ones as well. If I do reuse them, I blow them out with the airline. And even the new ones, I have blown a lot of them out with the airlines. These ones I haven't. I've got a compressor down in my workshop, but that's down the end of the garden. It's a bit wet and nasty out there today, so it's not a good idea to go running backwards and forwards between the house and that with record sleeves, and the dogs want to follow me as well. So keeping the dogs away from the records as well because of the hair. So that's this part of the stage. So I'm now going to take you back through to the kitchen where I'm going to do the loading up process with you.